Hi guys, today we're unboxing and taking a look at the PlayStation 5 Slim 30th Anniversary Limited Edition bundle and the limited edition DualSense Edge controller, which have been released to celebrate 30 years since PlayStation released their original PlayStation 1 console. So I'll take a closer look at the packaging, unbox it to see what's inside, together with taking a closer look at the 30th Anniversary Limited Edition PS5 Slim bundle and the DualSense Edge controller. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Let's first take a look at the packaging for the PS5 Slim bundle. It comes in the original legacy color scheme of black and yellow, with it having a black background all the way round, except for the sides where it's yellow. At the front, there's a picture of the grey limited edition PS5 Slim, where the console picture rolls over to the top with the DualSense controller in the bottom right hand corner, connected to the console via a cable that has the original style connector, together with it having the original PlayStation logo in the corner. On the right hand side, you've got some branding, and on the left, you've got the contents list. Coming around the back, there's a picture of the console and DualSense controller, and underneath there's a serial number and trademark details, together with info for PlayStation 4 users on how to transfer data to this new console. So let's open this up. Inside the outer cover, there's another box. Removing this reveals a grey box with small PlayStation logos on the side. Inside the box, you have a smaller rectangular box that you can lift out. Opening this up, you get a power cable, 2 small feet and 2 large feet. There's a limited edition DualSense wireless controller, a large package containing the documentation. In there, you get a quick start guide, safety guide, guarantee, vertical stand instructions, statement of compliance, and details of other accessories you get in the gift box. Next, we have the smaller gift box, and inside there you get an original PlayStation logo sticker, an original PlayStation controller style cable housing, which you can use with your DualSense charging cable to make it look like the original PlayStation controller cable. Then there's a paper clip in the shape of a PlayStation logo, and finally there's 4 PlayStation shaped cable ties. Then below this is another box, but next to that is a paper sleeve which has a plastic wallet with the PlayStation icons on it, and in there's a large 2-sided poster. One side has the original PS1 with the controller and a picture of all the internals. I think this side looks really cool. Then on the other side, there's a large PlayStation logo with little icons representing all the different PlayStation products. Opening up the next box, we have a replacement side plate if you plan to get a disc drive, a stand for standing the console vertically together with a screw to secure it in position, a grey USB-C charging cable, a black HDMI 2.1 cable, and finally the console, which is wrapped in a protective cover. Removing this reveals the console, which has a plastic cover around the middle. Peeling that off, we finally have the console. Taking a closer look at the console, and seriously, it does look really good with the legacy grey panels, with all of them having a matte finish. It's the same design as the PS5 Slim, with it being a digital version, so no disk drive. It has a glossy grey finish in the center, with it having a slight gap between the top and bottom plates, which goes from the front of the console to the back in a diagonal line. Inside you have the Sony logo in one corner, with the inside of the plates having the small PlayStation symbols on them, with it being slightly different as it has 30 in there representing the 30th anniversary. Coming around the left hand side, in the top left corner, you've got the legacy PlayStation logo etched into the plate, and looking in between the gap of the 2 plates, you've got PlayStation 30th anniversary written on there. Coming over to the right hand side, at the bottom, you've got the 30th anniversary PlayStation symbols that stick out slightly. Connections wise, the console is the same as the original PS5 Slim, with 2 USB-C ports on the front together with the power button. On the back, you've got a Kensington locking point, a HDMI port, a LAN port, 2 USB-A ports, and a power input port. The bundle also comes with 2 2 sets of feet, so you can insert these into the holes between the 2 panels on the left and rest the console horizontally. The smaller feet are used if you kept the console as a digital edition, but if you attached a disk drive, you'd use the additional cover provided, then you'd use the bigger feet. It also comes with a limited edition vertical stand, which has a metallic grey finish. This can be attached by removing the small round cover underneath and placing it on the stand, then attaching the screws provided to secure the stand in place. Onto the DualSense controller, which is exactly the same as the original PS5 controller, but it has the legacy grey and dark grey colour combo, together with the PS logo at the front, having the legacy colour scheme. Coming around the back, you've got the PlayStation 30th anniversary written on there, and coming in close on the grips, you can see it incorporates the tiny 30th anniversary PlayStation symbols, just like the ones on the console plate, looking really good. For that retro charging cable look, take the cable housing, open it up, and place the cable inside, then close it, and you can use it to charge your controller, and it's quite a nice touch including this as part of the package. So let's get this set up quickly. Connect up the controller with the Type-C cable you get in the packaging to the console, then press the PS logo and the console will pick up the controller. Select your language, turn off the screen reader, adjust the display area, adjust the HDR settings, power options for rest mode, I'll go for low power use, accept the license agreement, update the software. This initially downloads it, it then prepares the console for the update to be installed and restarts. Once restarted, the console begins installing the update and then restarts. You can then take the controller, press the PS logo, and I'll sign in with an existing account. You can do this by using your mobile if it had the PlayStation app on there and scanning in the QR code on the screen. Once signed in, you can secure your account, enable console sharing and offline play, transfer data to another console. I'll do this later, and that's it. It's as simple as that to set up. The interface looks identical to the PS5 Slim, with you getting one pre-installed game, which is Astro's Playroom, and storage wise you get 1 terabyte of SSD storage, which has 848 gigs of space usable. Over to the console again, and you can remove the covers by placing it flat on a surface and pulling up at the plates from the front to remove. With the covers off, on the right hand side of the console there's 2 upgrade options available. The first is the storage. As you know, 1 terabyte is going to fill up pretty quickly. I'm going to install this 2 terabyte NVMe M.2 SSD, which has a heatsink integrated on there from WD Black, and I'll install this into the internal expansion bay. Remove the screw on the cover with a Phillips head screwdriver, and just to show, the screw has the 30th anniversary symbols on there. Then take the cover off. You'll then see another screw and standoff. Take those out and place them to the side. Next, take your M.2 SSD, size it up to find the correct screw hole. Now you can place the standoff in the correct screw hole location. Place it into the SSD bay at a slight angle, making an initial connection on the right side. Then push it in until you hear a click. The drive will now be sitting on the standoff, so you can secure it in position with the screw. Place the drive cover back on and screw it in to secure. Powering the console back on and looking in settings, storage, M.2 SSD storage, you'll see the storage there together with the free space. And with this you're able to move games from the console storage and change your installation location. The second upgrade is adding a disk drive, and personally I'd say they should have provided that with this package. It's simple to do. Take the drive, slot it into position at the front and lower down until the back clicks in place. Next, take the replacement side cover you get in the packaging, slot the rear clips into place at the back, and then lower the front of the cover and push it down to clip the front into position, and that's it. When you turn the console on, you'll get a message saying your disk drive is connected to your PS5. To use your disk drive, register it on your PS5, click OK. You'll get a message registering your disk drive, and that's it. You can use the disk drive with your PS5, and remember, if you plan on keeping the console horizontally, remember to use the larger feet you get in the packaging. Over to the DualSense Edge, and the packaging looks similar to the console packaging in terms of the color scheme and branding, with the box being black with yellow sides, looking so good. Opening this up, you get a box with 30th anniversary symbols all the way round, with the back having 30th anniversary written on there. Inside you get a carry case, which is initially in a protective cover. The case has a dual tone grey color scheme with the original PlayStation logo on the front. At the back you've got the 30th anniversary symbols, and the tabs on the zips have the PlayStation logos on there. Opening up the case, at the top you've got a braided charging cable, which is USB-C to USB-A. Next up is the controller with the two-tone grey and original PlayStation logo and button colours. The touchpad has the 30th anniversary symbols together with the same symbols on the grips and on the end of the triggers. Over to the back and you've got PlayStation 30th anniversary written on there. And looking at the accessories inside the case, they're all grey, matching the controller. And I actually love the look of this controller. I think it looks so cool. So there you have it. You've come to the end of another video, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing the unboxing of the PS5 Slim 30th anniversary limited edition bundle and the limited edition DualSense Edge controller, which I think looks really good. But personally, I think for the console they should have provided a disk drive, and it would have been nice to perhaps have had a different startup screen, but nevertheless an awesome bundle which I feel pretty lucky to be able to have purchased. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. For those of you who got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with the words PS5 30, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.